So I wanted to ask if you could tell each other one thing you find very beautiful about the other one.
Give me a second.
20 minutes later.
Go ahead there, partner.
You know what? He's not a short man. But he has a wonderful tuft of hair that I can see because I'm 6'5", 6'4", and he's a mere 6'1", so I can. I'm just kidding.
Were you just insulting short people?
No. No.
Are you saying I'm short?
It's okay.
I'm short.
Because he was talking about me, and you put, so first we're dying, and now, all right, I see where this day is going. That's cool.
I'll start. He has, so you always hope, you always hope that you'll have people in your life that won't stand for certain things. This sounds like a weird, backhanded thing to say, but he will, as a friend, very uniquely in my life, it's like there are a few friends I have in my life who they'll be like, dude, you're better than this. And that to me is rare at this point in my life. You know, like a lot of people who I work with are paid to tell me, hey, you're great. So it stands out to me when he's like, dude, like, don't do that. You're right, man. You're right. I'm better than this, you know? So I'll say that his ability to remain kind of who he is without being famous, like it's not about fame or power or status. It's more like, hey dude, like up your game. Like you're like, be better. You're better. Got it. Cool. Done. So his ability to kind of be outside of, like, if y'all know him as Jensen Ackles, Dean Winchester, I know him as, you know, Uncle Ackles, like my kids call him. So that's a very rare, very cool thing I get to have in my life.
That's exactly why I asked this
question. Yeah, I was just going to say his chest, but I feel like that might be inadequate. Not your chest. The answer. It's weird, it's like I asked for it, but I didn't even ask for it. It just happens. And it's hard to stop once it gets going, so I bear with it. You know, there's many things that I would tell you about him that I think are qualities that we all strive to achieve. I will pick one, and that is his ability to liven and lighten and make a room better just by walking out.
Yeah, lots. Not all I can tell you. Circle of trust. No, I do have a funny one. I've told this story before, but one day we were in London, the Supernatural crew, and I was walking down the hallway. I had just gone to the restroom, and I was walking down the hallway, and this girl was like in a crumple on the floor, crying, and I was like, poor thing, and I didn't quite know what to do, and she was like, and I was like, oh gosh, okay. Her friend was consoling her, so I'm like, okay, she's good. And then a couple feet later, there was a girl on this side in the same position, and I was like, oh no. And her friend was consoling her. And then another one, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And all like, and then then I look, and Jensen is walking right. I'm like, oh, I just walked in your wake. I walk in the green room, I'm like, do you even know what you do to people? He's like, what are you talking about? You want some wine? He's like, yeah, that happens all the time. Or Jared one time came and crashed my panel. I'm sitting up there and he's like, hey, and he gives me like a hug and a kiss, and all of a sudden you just hear I was like, they just took like 1,000 pictures of your ass. So I turned around so they get mine.
What would you steal from the Supernatural set besides baby?
Jensen ankles. So perfect. I say this all the time. It's like when you're filming opposite him, it's like looking into the sun. Perfect.
So when I did this, God, this must have been almost 4 years ago. I was pregnant and had not worked in film television. My background is in theater and improv, and I got pregnant and was like, oh, I need to make some real money. So I started auditioning for film television and then swiftly got pregnant. It's like film television got me pregnant, really. And also tequila. So I auditioned for this role, Sheriff Donna. The role was for a woman who is, you know, overweight. So it didn't matter that I was pregnant. I wasn't really showing that much at that time. But I didn't tell anybody I was pregnant because you can't get insured. Don't tell anybody this, okay? They won't insure you if you're pregnant because you're just too dangerous. You're dangerous if you're a pregnant lady. So, oh, awesome. So I didn't tell anybody. And I remember going on set, and I was just trying to work. I just wanted a job. I just wanted to make money for my thing that was going to come out of me. And I went on set, and all I was doing was trying not to fuck up because I didn't, the easy part for me about film television is the acting, but that's kind of not the important part when you're doing film TV. The important part is like the camera, the lighting, the sound, and so I have these marks to hit. I'm sure you guys have heard this term, hitting your marks, and I kept missing my mark, and I was so nervous. I was so worked up about this, and so Jensen walks on, and I was just like, hey. It's so funny, he tells me about the first time he met me, and he's like, I saw you, and I was like, she has no idea who I am. Not as in like I'm Jensen Ackles, but just like that he's an actor on the show. I was just like, that guy's pretty. And then Jared came in, and I had the same reaction, but it was up here. Hey. Yeah, so it's funny, and then we did, the first scene that we did together was the donut scene, which was awesome, because it was such a icebreaker. And Jensen always talks about, he's like, oh man, you kept it straight, like he worked so hard to make me crack, because this is what they do. And he's like, you kept a straight face for so long, it was bugging the hell out of him. And it made me look like I was like, yeah, I'm such a serious actor, an amazing comedian, but really I was just like, don't fuck up. Do not fuck up. That's all that was going through my head. And I had a lot of lines, a lot of stuff to get out. And yeah, we did the donut scene, and I remember they gave us these powdered donuts, and I was pregnant, and I made some joke. I was, again, being new to film TV. I made some joke. They're like, you know, there's a spit bucket here, you can spit your donut into the spit bucket. And I went, I'm pregnant. Give me that fucking donut. I didn't know that I was going to have to eat 17 donuts. So I did use a spit bucket, as did Jensen, and our favorite joke is that every time we finished the take, Jensen would let me spit first. Romance. Am I right? Yeah? Want everybody to go home and ask their significant other to do that, okay? Honey, never let me spit first. Oh, this is starting to sound dirty. Okay.
Maybe not funny for the whole episode, but there was moments in there that just
I think about and I still laugh. Just trying to make her laugh with the donut. He was, by the way, in that scene, he was gone. Like I started eating the donut and he was just like, but Brianna it was like her first day on set. And I just could tell, immediately I smell it. I was like, she's game and she's got it. And she understands comedy and this is gonna be good. I'm gonna mess with her. And so I just went to town and she held it. And then her break was, nope, it's too much. And that's one of my favorite moments.
It's really funny because when we didn't know she'd become Brianna, she was just a guest star in the episode, we never see her. And so when they get on set, they don't want to be the ones to ruin the take. So if something really funny is going on, or I'm messing with actors or messing with them, they're mortified. And asking about it. After several takes, he'd be like, they're never going to hire me again. Because we busted. So.
I'm sorry, dickhead, but I did do a regional commercial for McDonald's that's listed here.
What are your list your special skills?
Okay. I kid you not.
It actually says, and I'm quoting here, acting on camera. If you're looking to hire me as an actor, I do have special skills in acting on camera. What does it say? I'm going to skip over the experience and get to special skills. Accents. I think we can vouch that he has a knack for certain accents. Tibetan throat singing. What? Why would anyone put Tibetan throat singing? EMT certification? Wow, you're good. Appalachian clogging? That's a lie. Kayaking? Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody that can row comes in handy. Is qualified. Horseback riding. Okay, difficult to demonstrate at the moment. I see under special skills he has bicycle, motorcycle license. Bicycle touring. I'm pretty sure that's just called bicycling. So I essentially put down that I can ride a bicycle. You can ride a bike. But I'm trying to make it sound, no, I don't just ride a bike. I bicycle tour.
I'm just reading it.
No, this is, well, just show me the picture.
This is
so
pretty
this
recent.
is, that's probably, yeah, this was me. There is nothing on there that will embarrass me.
These days of our lives is actually missing something.
No, this is good. This is good stuff.
Do you have his old one?
Do you?
Can I?
Hey!
Let's have a resume off. Go right ahead.
Okay, first of all, do you spell theater with an extra E at the end?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you get a point for the extra E at the end. Theatra.
Theatra?
Yes, theatra.
Where? Oh, theatra.
Yes, theatra. Like
hey,
theatra.
I would like you to look at the title heading of that.
Yeah, you already had an agent.
It says William Morris Agency on the top, which means I did not write any of that.
Oh, come on.
No. Read through what special skills.
So they
Let's go.
so
Special
basically
skills.
wait,
skills and experience. Let's go.
Go.
Dance.
Don't gloss over that.
That was one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like, let's dance.
No.
Oh, dance? Yeah.
Dance. So what happened is you called up William Morris and you're like, hey guys, listen.
Hey, listen, I can dance.
I can dance. I just want to
I can dance.
Like I'll dance. Go for it.
I'm telling you guys.
Do it!
I can dance. Can I have a little music, please?
Oh God.
A little music? Any kind of music. Any kind of music.
I see now that you were
Thank you. That's good.
You were
That's all I need.
You were not bluffing there.
They were not. Next. You know what? I see your dance, and I raise you. I'm gonna lose this.
In light of the recent events, who would you say is more clumsy, Jared or Jensen?
I will point out one thing. I got up completely healthy, and I did not dislocate my shoulder. I will also like to point out one thing that some people were like, oh, that's so sweet, Jared's like trying to protect him. No, Jared was going to stab me because I fell down. And he was like, ha 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 ha. And you can see him laughing, but he's actually, he's like, ah! And he was shielded, but he's like,
Guys, that was great production value right there. Well done.
That's very nice.
That was good for work.
Very entertaining. You're all fired.
These guys, they're actually, I hate to admit this, but they're not actually, neither one of them are terribly clumsy guys. I mean, Jared obviously gets a little clumsy because he gets flustered because he's shy around Osric.
Sorry, Master Chow.
Master Chow. We were just in the green room, and somebody threw a bag of gummy bears across the room, which rarely, stuff like that almost never happens back there. But someone threw a bag of gummy bears, and Jason Mans went.
No, it was going right towards Osric, who was on his phone.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Master Chow.
Master Chow. Master Chow was on his phone, probably texting God, and Jason Mans went like this. And caught it without moving his head or eyes. And what was amazing is that everybody in the room immediately knew that Master Chow
made Jason
had used Jason's chi to move.
Because Jason's like, I didn't do anything.
Jason didn't do anything.
He's like, literally, my hand just went. And then he goes, Master Chow. And I believe that Master Chow's reaction was, no thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Specifically, I suggested recasting the role, but whatever. I said that we looked exactly alike and no one in the audience would know. What does Jensen think about it? He's flattered. Obviously, and for him, that's a big ego boost. I don't want to... Right? He's flattered. You know, I mean... Obviously, for him to be even compared to me in that light is both, I think, inspiring and I don't understand what's funny about that.
Sorry, Misha.
You just drink your fucking water and get off the stage.
Okay, first of all,
She's got the lyrics. Excuse me, I just need you to hold this. Don't use it, just hold it.
First of all, I want to thank you guys for all the